let's talk depression. Depression can be an oppressive, suffocating presence in a person's life. It makes your mind feel like a turtle running through chunky peanut butter, and it's difficult to have the motivation or energy to engage in things like self-care or connecting with others. It can feel like you're suffocating under the weight of your own emotions, including guilt and shame. You might have thoughts like, why can't I snap out of this? What is wrong with me? And is this all my fault? So I have some really good news for you, because depression is not your fault. That's because the system is rigged against you. Because depression comes from the parts of our brain that are really trying to protect us by getting us to avoid and isolate. When your brain detects something and interprets it as dangerous, it screams, run, avoid that thing. And this can be helpful when there's a clear danger in front of us, like a dangerous wild animal running at us or a natural disaster like a tornado. But other times, the brain's alarm system is not helpful and can get us stuck in these downward depression spirals. For example, you might have made a mistake in a social interaction. So your brain says, uh-oh, don't do that again. That was way too dangerous. And then the next time you're thinking about engaging with someone socially, your brain steps in and says, no way. It's way too dangerous to be social. It's safer to be alone at home watching TV. So you stay home to avoid a perceived dangerous social interaction, but your loneliness grows. So here's the deal. Continued avoidance and isolation actually decreases motivation and energy to engage in the very activities and relationships that bring us a sense of safety and security. And this means that as long as we're following the lead of our brain's built-in survival system, we'll continue to spiral into avoidance and isolation, feeling unsafe, unmotivated, and unenergized. And this depression loop helps to explain why it's so difficult to overcome depression without help. I mean, overcoming it means going against your very own survival system. Research has shown that a decision to activate or do the opposite of what the depression wants you to do and do something in line with your values and goals can actually help increase your motivation and energy. So when you're under the oppressive weight of depression, you can't wait for your brain to give you the motivation to get out there and take your life back. Depression won't let you have that motivation. And that's why behavioral activation is an important treatment for depression. It's based on the well-researched understanding that depression often keeps us from doing the things that bring us enjoyment and meaning in our lives. So what does behavioral activation and therapy look like? Well, you'll work with a therapist who will help you understand the unique vicious cycles and depression loops that are working against you, because this will help increase your awareness of who the enemy actually is. It's not you, it's depression. And then after that, you'll clarify the goals and values that are most important to you so that you're behind the wheel and not depression. And last but not least, you'll be working with your therapist to build an upward spiral of motivation and energy by engaging in activities that bring you a sense of enjoyment and mastery. So behavioral activation is just one of many research-based options that have been shown to be effective in the fight against depression. If you or someone you know is struggling with depression, don't wait. Reach out to a therapist, get a plan in place, and take back your life.